welcome back to another weekly vlog. We're outside-ish running errands. It is so hot. It is 98 degrees and it feels every bit of it. I feel like my car still hasn't like cooled down yet. I'm actually about to go into Ulta for some black girl sunscreen. I'm almost out. You know when they get to making that noise when you squeeze and it's like, yeah, it's like almost at the end. So before I completely run out, I need to go get a new bottle of it. Yeah, we're not going to talk about this. I may or may not put it back on later today. What else? Let me update y'all on my P.O. box. Remember, like last week I said I was going to go do it. Well, today I finally filled out the information I need to do online to reserve it. But come to find out, my address needs to match. Like the address on my ID needs to match the address I put on there, which makes sense. But y'all know I just moved, so I haven't updated. Well, as of now I've gone ahead and requested a replacement ID with my new address on it, so I have to wait for that to get here in order to actually get access to my P.O. box, because I wasn't going to by there today and pick up the keys and whatnot, but joke's on me. They said no, you're not yet. Okay. And then I need to go get my finger size, my ring size for my finger. No, not that yet, not that. I was gonna go to JCPenney's, but now that there's traffic, it's like a little further than well, it's gonna take a little longer than I want to. And there's a Burlington not too far from here. I wonder, because don't they have a jewelry department in Burlington's? I wonder if they can like check my ring size for me. We'll handle that once we're done with Ulta. Also, these locks are getting long. Like I can feel it on my back. Like look at that. And I'm like, what is this? What's back here? The whole time it's my hair. I also booked me an appointment because it's overdue. On the 12th, today is the what? On the 12th, it'll be 2 months-ish. The last time I got my locks retwisted was April 12th. So it'll be 2 months since I seen Jada. I need to go. Like, I did a good job maintaining it in between time. And now that I don't live as close as I did to her, I probably won't be going every 4 weeks. I'm probably just going to start extending it out, kind of like how I did this time right here. Which, you know, is fine. What is this? What is this number? Oh, but no, this is what I really want to talk about, okay? I know I need to be going in the Ulta, right? But like, let's just check for a second. Are y'all hot? I don't know. Y'all might be a little warmer here. I'm going to hold you for a second. I hope the air's not too like loud. So, boom, right? This is probably such a dumb conversation to have, but I want to have it anyway. There are some emojis that are my absolute favorite, and some of them that be having me weak. Let's go through the emojis really quickly, okay? Let me go to a safe thread. Let me start with my favorite. I don't use it, but every time I see it, I giggle. And that's going to be the clown emoji. The clown right there. I be weak when people use that clown emoji because it can go for so many things. You can be talking about yourself like you did something that was like probably not the smartest. Clown. This emoji, oh my goodness, I use it for everything because what? Now, if you text me, you know one emoji I'm going to use all the time is going to be this emoji. I love that little thing. It's like cute, but it's like giggling at the same time. I'm starting to like this one right here, the rolling laughing one, more so than this one, because this one tells me that you're just kind of laughing, but the roll to the side tells me like you're weak, like you're literally like laughing so hard. And there's a difference between the two. Actually, those are my favorite emojis, but the clown emoji gets me all the time. I kind of like this one too, because what are you doing? Also, one other thing, I was looking through photos today and I came across a photo of me from 2014. Yeah, I've had so many darn piercings, you probably wouldn't think so. But I used, so I have 6 piercings in each ear. I only wear like 5 or 4 actual like earrings. Let me see. On this side, so I have 3 down here, 2 at the top, and then this thing right here. I don't know what this is called, but I have that bar. On this side, I also have 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top, and then I have my tragus pierced. I've always loved piercings for some reason. But I used to have a nose ring. I can't find that picture. And the one picture I did have was on Facebook, but I don't have Facebook anymore. I deleted my Facebook, so I don't have that to show. But it's right here. Then in 2014, when I moved to Atlanta, I don't know why I did it. I got my septum pierced. I used to have a piercing right here. I couldn't imagine me having that right now. Like, it just isn't something that I think goes with where I'm at in life. This is a whole bunch of random facts about me today. Let's go into Ulta and see if they have black girl sunscreen. Gotta keep this melanin looking right. We have good news and we have not so good news. the good news is I was able to secure some Black Girl sunscreen. Now, my dilemma came because they had buy one, get one 50% off. I'm on a very tight budget, but I had to think long term, right? I'd rather go ahead and pay the extra $7-ish, $8 now than like get completely out and I don't know what the future looks like. I mean, it's going to be prosperous, it's going to be great, but I was like, I might as well take this deal, right? So I got 2 of these, buy one, get one. But at least I know I'll be good for a while now and I won't have to re-up on sunscreen. Now, the not so good news, I went into Burlington. They don't even have a jewelry like counter. They just have like a jewelry section where it's like hanging jewelry, but not like a show, like a, what is it, like a case, showcase? I don't know. They didn't have that. So I said, cool, no issues, thanks. So I went over to TJ Maxx. And I was like, I know TJ Maxx has a counter because I've seen it, I've witnessed it for myself. And I was like, you know, do you mind sizing my finger? And she like looked around and then she was like, no, we don't have that. Now, I'm not calling her a liar. I'm not saying she's lying, but I do think she might have told a story because it was the whole looking around part as if like, I can, but are you really gonna buy something? You know, and I could just really be in my own mind about it because I knew I wasn't finna buy anything, but it was just like the whole looking around and then like, and like hesitant. So yeah, now I'm gonna see, I guess, how far maybe a Walmart is. Walmart is one of my least favorite places, like least favorite stores, but it appears I might have to go here. Y'all know how when it gets so hot that you just start getting upset about the littlest, the tiniest thing? That's me right now. I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to living here and just how hot it is. And mind you, it's only the beginning of June. Summer hasn't even officially started yet. So I did get my finger size. At first she was like, she said no, they don't have the thing to do it. So I apologize. Maybe the lady in TJ Maxx was telling the truth. She wasn't telling no story, but she was like, they don't have them in there, but that I could try on some of the rings. Now she could only really find size 7, which is the same thing I tried on the other store, but I tried 2 size 7s on and they fit. And then I went and looked on Etsy where I got this ring from, and that's also a size 7. See y'all later. It's Friday. It's Friday. I just arrived at my aerial class. I have a feeling that it may or may not be canceled, but we finna see. I have 7 minutes until class starts and we'll find out together. Today I'm not doing too much editing per usual. I have a 1 o'clock virtual session. I had a session early this morning at 5 a.m. I've gone for a walk today. This is going to be my other activity or movement for today. And what else? Yeah, just pretty much editing. Nothing much going on. Q did invite me to something on Sunday, so we may go to that. Just checking in with y'all. Happy Friday. Honestly, truly, I just need a second, okay? Like, just give me a moment because what the heck? It is quite literally raining cats and dogs and horses and turtles and every single animal out here. Everything that Noah had on that ark, it is raining right now. I just made it to my lock appointment safely, thank God. Let me please explain to y'all what happened. Y'all already know I don't like to drive in inclement weather. I don't like to drive in inclement weather. We all know this. Mind you, not only do I take the wrong exit as soon as I get on the highway, I then take the wrong exit as I'm almost here. How? I have a darn Australian man, Siri, who directs me. I know he's so sick of me because sometimes it's the same exact errors. Like, it does not matter if he's on or if he's not on. Like, I somehow still take the wrong exit. It's like, I don't understand. It's like, what it's showing me here doesn't match up here, and I get confused and I'm discombobulated. I'm like, oh my goodness, just get off. And then I just take the exit, and then it's like rerouting, and I'm like, oh. And so that happened, and then y'all know how I don't like emojis to pop up on my dashboard. Well, guess what? A yellow triangle with an exclamation point in the middle popped up, and it said front assist can't assist, yelling at me and telling me it can't even help me right now. And I'm just like, well, great. I mean, like, if it's anytime I need help, I need you to help me right now while it's raining out. So all that to say, this has been an adventure, but I did make it safely, so I'm always thankful for that. My appointment is in 9 minutes. I need to take a second to just calm down. I haven't been vlogging because nothing has been going on, literally, like nothing interesting or entertaining. I have been, well, there's a lot of stuff I actually want to talk about, But nothing has really been going on outside of me literally clients, consultations for new clients, filming, editing, responding to comments. Literally my life on repeat, plus the gym, eating, sleeping, showering. Life on repeat. And that's okay. We are making it do what it do. And why do people drive like it's a nice, sunny, clear day out? Bro, you were doing 90 in the rain. If you don't care about yourself, that's one thing. But to not care about other people around you is absolutely crazy. What? But first, I had questions. I got so many questions, y'all. First and foremost, how do people prepare to go on Jeopardy? Like, what exactly do you study to be able to perform well and answer such a variety and intensity, complexity of words? Like, answers or like phrases or like history and buildings and paintings and people and how, like, literally, and I'll probably just end up Googling it if I remember. How do people prepare for Jeopardy? So it was on while I was getting my hair done. I was like, dang, this brings back memory to when, you know, I was younger. Alex Quebec is his name. Rest in peace. But now at this age, I was getting some of the answers correct. I was like, okay. I mean, not many, but I was getting some. But also, like, give me more time. Like, the question is shown and it's like they automatically just got to answer. I'm gonna need more time than that. I need to have it on VCR or something so I can just like stop it and think for a second and then respond, because if I went on there, y'all, like, literally, I know I don't like, I mean, I'm not trying to speak a bad experience on me, but I just know it would not go well. You want me to work that quickly under pressure to answer these questions? I'm gonna be like, and they're like, ma'am, you can't be saying all that, like, what is the answer? What is it right now? I'm like, just, it's on the tip of my tongue. Give me about 2 minutes. I got, I was just thinking it. They were like, ma'am, no, no, that's not how this works. And I'm like, but why not? But no, seriously, how do people prepare? Like, how can you? It could literally be any question, any answer. How do they prepare for it? I got some other stuff I want to talk about, but I also need to go in the house. I need to hurry up and go in the house. I'm hungry. Jada did her thing per usual. Y'all see the material? You see it. Yo, it's been 8 weeks, y'all. What the hecky? This is the longest I've ever gone without a retwist. We made it. For me to have been MIA, I should be coming back with better energy than this. I'm sorry. But you ever just feel like you have those weeks where, like, life is truly just, I'm sure you have. You know what? I don't even know why I'm asking. Not only this week, but I feel like this year has been the most challenging 6 months of my entire life. I don't know if I've ever been through a storm quite like this before. And it's just seemed like things are compounding on top of one another. And so I'm trying to figure out how to navigate it. I also haven't really been doing much that needed to, like, be recorded. I've been editing, I've been filming, I've been training clients, I've been going to gym myself. Now, this morning I was supposed to get up at 5 a.m. and do my nails. I did not because I needed to film 2 try-on hauls today. Yeah, my nails look terrible. I'm going to do them in a second. I was also requested to show the process of application and everything, so I will do that. However, it's going to be at the end of the video. Even though I'm going to do it like probably in a few minutes or within the next half hour, it's going to be at the end, and I'll put chapters in there so it's easily findable if you just want to watch that for whatever reason, because why would you not want to watch me? But anyway, yeah, I was supposed to get up this morning, do my nails at 5, but like the bed wouldn't let me go, and I understand why. For some reason, my cycle decided to come on like 3 days early. I'd already planned to film this try on haul today. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I said, let me go ahead and knock one of them out so that while I'm still like a baby hippopotamus, because I know later when I become a full adult hippopotamus, because I am bloated that bad and I am that sad, I am not going to feel comfortable doing it. No, I still didn't feel comfortable doing it. I look at the footage and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Mind you, this is a try on haul that I had already recorded the other week that I didn't like, so I re-recorded it this morning. At this point, I just have to put it up. It is what it is. Like, I ain't perfect. I don't always look my best, especially not today on day 1 of my cycle. One is for a sponsor video. I'm going to do that one later in the week when I feel more like myself, because right now I'm about to like cry. Today was supposed to be such a great day, and it still has a chance to be a great day. We have quite a few things we need to do today. I still need to strength train. I would like to edit the try on haul that I just did and hopefully pray that it came out pretty good. We need to go run some errands. I want to go to HEB because I want to thank you guys so much for 6K subscribers. I'm so appreciative. So let's go get a chocolate cupcake as well as some flowers because it's been like 2 months since I bought flowers, and while honestly I probably shouldn't be buying flowers, I deserve some flowers right now. I really do. So I'm going to get them for myself. I feel like there was a whole bunch of other stuff I needed to do, but it's whatever it is written down on my to-do list. So also I know right now I'm just like ranting about whatever. If it seemed like I have not been uploading as much for weekly vlogs, it's because not much has been going on and I've just been trying to survive. Right now, life is pretty intense in a few different areas. So all I ask is, I mean, I do feel like you have to be careful who you ask to pray for you. But if you have good intentions and a pure heart and you actually want good for me, I ask that you will pray for me. So let me go change back into my other clothes. Meal's done. Yeah, it is so much later in the day than it's supposed to be right now. It is 1:49 p.m. I should have already strength trained, y'all. I have not. I should have already been into an HEB. I have not. I'm at HEB, however, and we need to go inside. 2 things. We need 2.5 things. We need flowers, a chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate cupcake, and we need a candle. Okay, we need those 2.5 things. We need to be in and out because I really need to get this lift in it's 30-minute walk because I need to. Okay, very random rant, just very quickly, right? Because we gotta go. But the other day I was eating eggs, scrambled eggs. Was it scrambled? I think it was scrambled. And for the quickest second, just a split second, I got to thinking about the fact that the egg I was eating was a chicken's baby. And I kid you not, this is me being so serious. I almost started crying because I was eating a chicken's baby. And that made me so sad. And so then I was like, stop it. Because you do, in fact, have to reach your protein goal. So you need to finish eating these eggs. And I want to finish eating them because they taste great. But I felt really bad. This is literally a chicken's egg. I feel really bad about that. Don't think I'm going to stop. But I feel, truly, I feel so bad. I don't know if I've ever thought about it like that. Also, all right, I know. I have to go, y'all. But sometimes it's difficult for me to watch shows just as shows. Or watch a movie just from a viewpoint of being a viewer, a watcher, a part of the audience. It's difficult. And I've explained that for one reason before, which was because I'll look at the color grading, I'll look at the different angles, I'll just look at different things like that, or how someone is acting. Is their acting good? Is it not so good? Would I have wanted to deliver that line better? Is it convincing? I just automatically think about those things, right? But I noticed the other day, something I've done for a very long time, I love finding discrepancies when I'm watching a show or a movie. And by that, I mean if you show me 2 different angles of the supposed same scene, but in one scene, the window is open, and in another scene, the window's closed. In the same scene, but different clips. I'm like, wait. Rewind. If somebody's hair is let's say they have long straight hair, and in one scene, in one clip, their hair is behind their ear on one side, but then from the other angle it's out. I'm like, but no. And then if you go back and it's behind the ear again, I'm like, no, they didn't do that quickly. There's no possible way they did that quickly. No, this is an error. I'll watch the drinks to see how much they rise. I'll watch the food. I also think about the food. I'm like, especially if they have something that looks good, like a burger or something. I'd be like, I wonder if that's fire grill burger or what. Isn't that the word, fire grill? Anyway, I'd be like, I wonder. And then also, what do they do with the food that is real food that they don't end up using? You just throw it away? I would hope not, because I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's not real ice. I can tell. Or certain things. There's no condensation on that cup. On that glass, it's not real, or they're not actually eating anything. Like, everyone keeps playing with their food, but no one's eating anything. Like, I pay attention to all these little things, and I get so distracted from the actual main point of a movie sometimes, or the main point of a show, because I'm so caught up in like the little details. That's all. Let's go to the store. Okay. So I've never purchased flowers from this HEB. Y'all know normally I would get flowers from Kroger because the HEB closest to my last spot didn't really like their selection. This one is different, and I like that. So I guess I made my own little bouquet, I guess. I don't know. Look at this. I have no idea what this, well, wait, yes I do. This one is double rose lily, which I thought was so pretty. I saw some of them that had already like blossomed in there, or bloomed, whatever the correct word is. I got some baby's breath, and then there's greenery. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm just so glad that like I can make it myself. I really wanted one that was primarily white because my new kitchen, I just feel like I can't be having all those different colors in there like I normally do. Like, if it's a gift, like, I'm so thankful regardless, but if I'm going to purchase them myself, I need to make sure like it looks nice in there. I'm really happy with these. I'm excited to trim them and put them up. I totally forgot that was part of what I needed to do, so I need to hurry up and get home. And then, okay, so they did have this chocolate cake, but I already had, cupcake, but I already had that cupcake before. And so then I saw there was one place that said cheesecake right underneath it, right beside it, and it says a 3-inch chocolate cheesecake. So I got that chocolate cheesecake, and I'm so excited. Ooh, mouth salivating. I'm gonna have to have me a little snack before sorry, security rolled by and was looking in here and threw me off before I go work out. And then these were the only candles that were right there, and they were cheap. Not the cutest, but I'm gonna stick these on top, 6 of them, because thank you for 6,000 subscribers. A community of 6,000 plus. I'm so thankful and grateful, y'all. So let's celebrate. This is really a way to celebrate me because, like I told y'all earlier, life is really trying to knock me in the head right now more than I feel like it ever has before. So I get to celebrate me. Let's go home. Yeah. Oh, these, yeah, aren't they like beautiful? They're already starting to like bloom, blossom, whatever. They're starting to do it already. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, how long are y'all gonna last? But it's time to celebrate 6K subscribers. Thank y'all so very much. I don't know if I can express just how thankful and grateful I am for this community. Please understand, I know I may say it often, but I mean it each and every time that I say it. I am so darn appreciative. Out of all the platforms, like, don't tell the people over on TikTok and Instagram and Lemonade and I don't know where else. Don't tell them, but I like y'all the most. I like being around y'all the most. I like sharing stuff with y'all the most. Don't tell them, but it's factual, actual. Also, we're about to put candles into this cheesecake, I hope. Now, this could just be, you know, a me thing, but when you really think about it, right? Let's envision this birthday party, right? There are, I don't know, 42 people in attendance and one birthday person, right? And they bring out this cake, beautiful cake, absolutely gorgeous, and it's filled with candles, absolutely amazing. They take the cake over to the birthday person. The birthday person then says a wish. And not only do they blow the candles out, they also, you know, spit across the cake. Isn't that kind of disgusting, y'all? And when you really think about it, because not everybody's oral hygiene is where it should be. It's actually kind of disgusting. Like, I mean, I might be reaching here, but when you think about it, you're blowing all that you can as hard as you can. You huffing, you puffing, you blowing them candles out. I don't know how I feel about it. Don't know, but might still eat the cake if it's chocolate. Alright. Nope. Yeah, this thing that slip and slide and slouch every which way. So a little bit of the chocolate drizzle came off on the side. Need that. I'm sure enough gonna do this. And I'm somebody who also, when I get to the end of baking a cake or something, and there's still stuff in that bowl, oh, you don't need to rinse it right now. Let me get it out first and then we can rinse it. I'm going to eat all of that raw egg or not. I don't care. I don't care. All right, let me be careful. Let me concentrate. Ooh. Yes. Also, why do I have like 25,000? I think is it photos alone or total with my videos? But either way, 1,000. It's crazy to think about. 25,000. That's crazy. Content creator or not, that's wild. This might not be the smartest idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I really hope that try-on haul came out at least halfway decent. I pray it does, man. I ain't get the ones this time to do all that sparkling and stuff. This gonna be too much, y'all. Okay, I'm just gonna put one actually. That's 6 is too much for this little thing. Cheers to 6K subscribers, and cheers to many more, and continue to build an amazing and incredible community like the one I've been building. I'm so grateful and thankful, y'all. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. I feel like y'all can't really see because of the lighting. When I say I want chocolate, this is what I mean now. Not no Oreos, not no M&Ms. This. Good night, y'all. I'm about to enjoy this and clean this place up. See you mañana. Hi. Woo! All right, so I decided to switch up my location today just for study purposes. Like, study purposes, what am I talking about? I need to do some work. I need to edit today to get a video or two done. So I decided to come over to Post, and I'm just gonna like grab some coffee and have a change of scenery and get some work done. That's the goal. Hopefully the coffee will help me really lock in. Like, I have chapstick. I have chapstick everywhere. But these lip glosses I keep telling you about, yeah, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. Here are 2 chapsticks. Here's a Blistex. And then I'm sure I have a chapstick also in my bag, but I literally cannot find lip gloss. And while I love and appreciate chapstick so much, it doesn't give me a gloss. It doesn't give any shine. It just looks like they might be moisturized, but no pizzazz, no. What is one minty? Oh, peppermint. Okay. Now, also, I was debating whether or not to even talk about this, and I may end up editing it out, but if it makes it, then you'll see this. I just want to be extremely clear on where I stand with certain things. Also, I want this to be a place where y'all, where I would hope that it's a place that you guys come to kind of like de-stress, unwind. Like, I don't want this, there's so much going on in the world that I don't want you to come here and we're also talking about things that are like super heavy, you know, like super, it's a way to get away from what's going on. while also still talking about sometimes things that are very relatable, things that we all might experience, but like truly heavy stuff isn't something that I necessarily bring here, because I want y'all to like kiki and enjoy, being over here. But it is important, I think, for me to share this. As many of you guys know, but just in case, like, there's some new subscribers, I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. That's not funny. He's very serious. He's very serious business, like, not funny. But and I personally feel like I'm able to coexist and to work amongst and to be even in close proximity with people who don't necessarily look like me and people who don't share my beliefs. Because how else am I to make the impact that I believe Jesus wants us to make as believers? If we're always hanging out amongst ourselves and only ourselves, then I feel like that kind of like we're not doing what we need to do. I also don't believe that just because someone shares a different faith a different faith than what I do, that they are a bad person, that they are evil or mean or anything of that sort. It's the furthest thing from what I believe. Dang, it was something else I wanted to say to that point. I'm a very sensitive person. I've always been sensitive. You can ask my mom, you can ask my dad. I am a sensitive person. And I care, I love very deeply. I'm very passionate about my feelings and just about emotions. And for so long it's taken me to understand and kind of figure out my emotions, because I've never met anyone I could relate to or that could help guide me when it came to my emotions and how deeply I feel things. And when I say deeply, like, I feel them extremely deep, like on such a deep level. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about me. And that's part of what this is about. Things don't have to impact me directly for me to care, for me to have empathy, for me to almost feel some of the sadness that they may be experiencing. And with so much going on both countrywide and in the United States, my heart is often very heavy, and I have to really balance the amount of time that I allow myself to be knowledgeable and in the know about what's going on, but also like trying to be in present day and trying to also make sure I stay prayed up and in good spirits, because it can get to a point where it's almost debilitating, where I just feel so heavy and I just like cry and I pray. And so you don't necessarily see that here, but I do want it to be known that I care so much about what's going on in the world and what's going on here in the country. It's hard to look at a lot of things that have been going on, not just even recent times. I'm talking like since I really started to put one and one together, like all the different things that are happening and have happened, the linkage. Like, I'm not gonna go into like a rabbit hole or anything, but I do feel very deeply, and it saddens me, it bothers me, but I don't necessarily feel like, again, this is a place for me to bring those feelings, because I'm sure some of y'all have, feel deeply too, or are affected by a lot of the different things that's going on. I'm also a part of the 92%. I don't necessarily want to get any strikes on my channel or any issues, so I'm going to keep all of those thoughts private, but I feel like that says enough in itself. Just because I don't necessarily speak about things that are going on doesn't mean that I don't feel very deeply about them. I deal with it differently than other people. I feel like we all are entitled to deal with things how we see fit and how best works for us. Me, typically, that is crying, that is praying. That's just how I deal with things. Now, I do post on different platforms where things are informative, or need the attention, like drawn to certain matters that's going on, like right now what's going on in Memphis, like devastating. I am informed. I know here a lot of times y'all get my bubbly, goofy side that is me, but just to know that I also am a human, and I'm aware of things that's going on in the real world. Enjoy doing it, and I hope that it brings you some type of light in this world that seems to really want us to be surrounded in darkness a lot. If you are offended by any of that, I don't understand how, and perhaps take some time to sit with yourself, because everything I said, I meant it in love, and yeah. Now let's go in here and see what this coffee is talking about, and hopefully get 2 videos edited. At least this try on haul so it go up tomorrow. I really pray this try on haul look at least halfway decent. Like I know I done talked about this thing like a million times, but I am like, oh, I have to show y'all my bamboo plant. It is doing so much better. I think I might actually have a green thumb or 2. Good morning, y'all. I actually don't know what I was about to say, but yesterday went well. I was able to get pretty much the full video I needed done of the try-on haul. The only issue is that I forgot one clip on this camera, on this SD card, so I wasn't able to edit that portion. I'm about to do that right now so I can actually go ahead and export and upload the try-on haul. I did start editing this vlog, which was helpful. This one I think is actually pretty long. Like so far, it was over 2 hours when I started. So, and I still have to add this in here. I think it may only end up probably being like an hour. I don't know. I never know. Today I'm going to pretty much just do my regular stuff. I have a ton of editing to actually do because I have 3 videos that need to go up in the next, like over the next week. That being the try-on haul, the fitness series week 25, and then this vlog as well. I know I have not been putting up vlogs nearly as much. Tomorrow, and then I think I'm gonna go to aerial class. I signed up. I hope they don't cancel it. Oh, yo, bamboo plant. Let me show you. Look how well she's doing. I still have not named her, but like she looks so good, right? So healthy. I did have to remove the one piece that was on there that had turned yellow. It was no coming back. It was a goner. It was a goner. So I think I was over watering it and not giving it enough sunlight. I actually need to put it back on the floor so it can get more sunlight. And then my snake plant is doing really well too. That one is in my bedroom. However, I still haven't named that one either. I'm doing bad. I'm doing bad. I know it. Oh, also, look how these are you know, doing what they do. Look, they look so beautiful. It's so refreshing to wake up and see them there. Like they're just so beautiful. Makes me happy. Flowers, I don't know what changed, because I used to be an anti-flower girl. Like, don't give me the flowers. If you need to apologize, if you want to celebrate me, if like whatever it is, do not give me no flowers. I don't want them. I don't want them now. Give me all the flowers. Maybe it's a sign of maturity. Something else I noticed the other day, I like pepper now. I did not used to like pepper at all. Like I would put it in on stuff, whatever, but I did not actually like pepper. I'm starting to like pepper. Yeah, I think I'm really maturing. And I told you the other day, I am starting to like coconut flavor stuff, and I didn't used to like coconut. Your girl is getting mature out here in these streets. Very mature. Very mature. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this vlog up actually. I want to try to do better with the weekly vlogs. I know some of you guys don't necessarily enjoy the fitness series, you prefer the weekly vlogs. I enjoy the weekly vlogs too. It just, again, no, stuff don't always be going on. I don't always be with the stuff yet, but I need to be with the stuff yet so I can record the stuff and make experiences and memories and show y'all. Yeah. This is the end of the vlog, almost. Coming up next is going to be the part where I did my nails, because that was a request. So I'm so glad I was able to deliver on it. I hope it comes across very clear.
And I will see y'all in the next weekly vlog. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's been a little bit. I took a little bit longer than I was supposed to. Oh, it doesn't matter because this is later in the video anyways. Typically, I can get my press-ons to last me about 3 weeks. These are not press-ons, these are gel X. My bad. I can get my gel X to last me about 3 weeks. I do, however, want to try out these press-ons I've been seeing on TikTok. TikTok is called, it's called something like B Art. I don't want to look it up right now because then that's going to be all that my For You page is. But be something art. I don't know, press-ons. I do want to try them at some point. I have to check out the price point. And then if I switch to them or try them out, I'll let y'all know. Anywho, everything I'm about to show you is linked. This is what I have been using for, what, the last 3 or 4 years to do my nails at home. There have been times where I took breaks and actually went back to nail salon. And then I remember why I stopped going. I have both Coffin and almond. I was such a huge Coffin girly, but I have been loving almond. The brand is Beetles. They're okay. They're a tad bit thin in my opinion, but they work. They last. They get the job done. Would I maybe try some other ones in the future? Maybe. I do think next time if I continue to do gel X, that I will get the ones that's already kind of etched on the inside so that I don't have to take the time out to do those. These ones are not etched. I guess this is the last one of these I have, a little buffer. I have so many polishes, but most of them are really just the same color in different fonts. Like, I'm such a plain girl when it comes to nails. Like, I don't have to have a design at all. A simple color and I'm fine. This is also from Beetles, the same the same company that the nails are from. I wish this was longer. This is difficult to use. So I used to use an extension cord with it because I just simply couldn't make it work. My desk thankfully has a little slot so I can plug it in there. This one is cool, inexpensive. It's a mini UV LED nail lamp. People seem to laugh, but whatever, when I like happen to maybe FaceTime somebody or something and I have these on, because they definitely give like biker gloves, but UV protection. I mean, obviously there's so many things we're exposed to every day as far as radiations and different things, but if you can limit some things, why not? So I do wear these when I am sticking my hand into the bigger UV lamp. These are Melanie Susie gloves. You'll need some acetone. Here's a drill that I use. This has lasted me forever, but a little cuticle oil at the end. A foul, of course. I don't know the real name for these, but I be getting my cuticles off with them. Different attachments, I guess is the word, for the drill. The only other one I really use is this one on the end. Fingernail clippers, of course, to cut down my nails in the beginning. I do use this to push back my cuticles. Don't look at all the calluses. Oh, this is so darn important. This is Protein Bond. Ooh, what is the other word for this? Oh my goodness, I can't think of it right now. This is a deal breaker if I don't have it. If I don't use this, my nails are literally not staying on. It took me so long to figure it out. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what this is like actually called. The top coat and the glue. I also use Beetles for this as well. Honestly, there's probably better glues out there, and I do want to try out another glue to use on the press-ons that I saw on TikTok. But here's the nail glue, and here is the top coat. I do not use the base coat anymore. I felt like it actually caused the press-ons to not, I keep calling the press-ons, caused the gel X to not stick on well, in my opinion. And this is the bigger UV lamp that I use when I am curing all 5 nails at one time. I think that's everything, but in case I forget, then I'm gonna talk y'all through it anyway, and I'll just tell you then. I'm gonna do my same color today, which is this nude, but this is the color. And I need to put like 3 coats on, but to not really be sheer. Is that everything? Personally, my favorite first step is to go ahead and get the nails out that I'm going to be using, because I don't like to do it later on. I like to go ahead and etch those as well. I do keep track of the numbers so I don't have to keep fitting them every single time that I do my nails. I need a 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a reminder, I am not by any means a certified nail tech. I'm not giving you advice. I am literally just telling you what I do for my gel X. Oh, I also have a pack of these little things. I don't know what they're called. Come on. as well. I'm gonna take off this entire, drill bit, I think that's the word for it, off this one and replace it with this one. Come on, focus. And I'll show you on the thumb. I just go about a third to a half of the way up. Maybe a little bit more than a third, but not quite a half. So make sure to get the edges. And I just etched on the inside. That literally took, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes if that. So that is done. All 10 nails are etched and ready to go. All right, so I guess the first official step, I like to go in and push my cuticles back and cut them. And this is like my favorite part because it looks so clean afterwards. And I feel like a surgeon almost, if that makes sense. Probably not. No disrespect to a surgeon. I know that's a lot of work. You can see. I don't push too much or too hard, like just enough. So this one is completely pushed back. I'm now gonna go in and clip it. I'm gonna also get like the little pieces of skin down here that like sometimes peel or whatever around each nail, and then I'll show you cuticles push back and cut. Obviously, like my left hand always comes out better than my right hand because I'm right-handed. But if you notice, I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but like up close, there's like dead skin that was right above where my cuticles were, as well as like some old glue from the last time I did my nails. I want to get as close as possible to the area near my cuticles, just get all that dead skin. Now, in my opinion, leaving the dead skin there works against you as far as adhesion. Like the nail doesn't stick as good, if that makes sense. Don't know that to be true, that's just my opinion. I'm also gonna go ahead and cut down my nails. I'm gonna clip them pretty short and then file my nails so that I can also go back and get like any little pieces of dead skin, if that makes sense. I guess you guys want to maybe see up close. Let me show you one up close. Okay, so I clipped that down. I'm going to file on the sides. And I'm just going to shape the nail as well. It looks so much better already. So now, go in and try not to like lay it inward. Try to lay it flat so that you're not digging into the nail. Not too much. I don't want to take off too much of my actual natural nail. And then if there's any little piece that I didn't get for whatever reason, I'll just try to go back with this and get it. That looks pretty good in my opinion. And I'm just going to go in with the buffer instead of using that same drill across my entire nail. This, in my opinion, allows the nail to also stick better. A rough surface. Sorry, I'm shaking y'all. Make sure to get the little creases on the inside too. And I'm gonna actually go ahead and show you everything on this one nail first. Well, not everything, but most things. I'm gonna go in to dehydrate the nail. They do have dehydrator, I think, but I don't have that. Finger looking mighty ashy now. And primer, that's what it's called. Primer, 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 primer. Now this was probably the trickiest and hardest part that I had to learn. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this nail. I bend it a little bit, and this is how I've learned how to apply nail glue. Put it at the end, and then just kind of push it up. I would need a little bit more because this is the thumb, and to me the thumb is the trickiest one because it's so large. You want enough but not too much that it squirts out onto the sides. Before I apply that, I want to show you another trick that I learned. So when I go in to apply the one that actually has glue on it, I'm going to come in at an angle. I'm not going to lay it flat. I'm not going to have it up here. It's more like maybe it's like 15 degrees right before you get to like the cuticle area, and then like push down and back, and it'll kind of just like fall in place, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do now with this. So I would prefer overhead lamp and not this one. They do have the ones that look like an actual lamp that's curved. I feel like that's easier to use than using this one. I feel like it's really difficult to see on here. So now I'm going to go through and do the exact same thing to the rest of my nails, apply it the exact same way, and then I'll come back at that point. Well, when I first started, it would take me like 2.5, 3 hours to do my nails. Now it takes anywhere between like 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. Today, it absolutely took me 2 hours, but I was also on the phone talking and like stopping for for minutes at a time. I am done other than putting on this cuticle oil. Put some on. I definitely need it. Rub it in some. But here they are. Done.